Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, aka Critter, and this is Critter Moto. Today we're coming to you from the very crowded Critter Den, and we're going to be talking about and going through something that I get asked about quite often, and that is my charging station. How do I keep my devices charged on my bike for my travels? So, let's dive into that now. Alright, so all of my charging's done in this giant loop Fandango tank bag. It's all powered up to my USB, which is connected to the bike. Now, on a closer look on this, this is my kill switch relay, and this was built for me, custom built for me by Bush Pig Performance. Each one of these controls something. So this one is the Garmin, the Zumo. Word to the wise, do not leave this thing on. It will kill your battery in a heartbeat. So we'll turn that off. And then this one is this bank of USBs, which powers the power station. And this one is another bank of USBs, but also my voltmeter right there. And then the red one does my auxiliary lights. So make sure to turn everything off. Again, don't want to kill the battery. And now we'll get into this. What I'll do is I'll take this off the bike, and we'll go to the other side of the shop, have a sit down, and I'll show you how this is all built. But basically, it's connected to this USB here. This one is strictly for the phone, so I can have just the phone charging if I want. And then this one, the heavier gauge one, is for everything else that I have hiding in here. So let's take this off and take a look. It's so easy to take these Fandangos off. The Diablos too. I had a Diablo before the Fandango, and I went with the Fandango just for the extra little bit. Oh, I've got a little bit of dust in my zipper. I've got to do some zipper maintenance. But anyways, off she comes, and we're good to go. All right, let's go on the other side there. All right, there we go. So we've got it off the bike, and we're gonna put it right there just for a sec. In here I have my my drone batteries, my drone controller, GoPro batteries, and my phone charging, my quad lock mag lock phone charging. I'll show you all that in a sec. I used to carry my phone just up on the handlebars, on a quad lock handlebar mount, and used to carry my drone in one of these knockoff, what's the name? I forget the name. Anyways, you know the hard case, Pelican? Yeah, Pelican case. Knockoff Pelican case I found on Amazon. And I used to strap this to the tail of my bike. I mean, that worked for a bit. I never got to the point of actually mounting it, like drilling holes through this and mounting it to the back tail rack like a lot of folks do. And so with strapping it down to the bike, it was always that extra step, right, to get the drone out, and also being on the back of the bike, I didn't have any wiring to that to charge as I went. So I mean, it works for a lot of folks. It wasn't working for me. So what I ended up doing is I took all the guts out of this, and if we put that over there, and we bring back this here. I'll try not to bang too much. It's a hollow table. So here we have the Fandango, and if we open her up, hopefully the lighting is okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, we'll try that. We'll see if that works out any better. So here we have the Fandango tank bag, and if we unzip it and open it up, inside here, in this pouch here as well, I'll keep my documents, boarding passes, and a pen, things of that nature. Just, you know, things that I don't want to have to fiddle around with my breast pockets or jacket pockets to get at. Then inside, I will always have my headlamp. So what I've got is this one here. I picked this one up at Cabela's or something. It's super bright, USB chargeable. I don't even know the brand name of it. It just says headlight on it. So it's a headlight brand headlight. So I don't know. But yeah, Cabela's, and super awesome. So anyways, That's there. Then, like I mentioned, we have the quad lock mag lock. This is the mag lock charger that will go on your handlebars. But what I've done is I've stripped all that out and I just have it sitting here, and I just simply boink, phone sticks to that, magneting, and it's charging, and away I go, and I just throw it in my bag and I forget about it. I'm impressed with this as opposed to what I was with the lightning cable. Because what I was finding when the phone's plugged into the lightning cable, especially with a larger phone, the Max, you get it in here and shifting around, and it would start to bend the cable on the sides here. So now with this here, that just sits there. I have no worries about cables at all anymore. Then this cable comes through, and there's a hole, especially made for cables in these bags, right through, and it comes on out the other side. And that's where she plugs in. So if we take this and move that off to the side, we then have an additional USB-C just sort of hanging there. It goes on, should be underneath. But anyways, if we go on the inside, we've got the foam padding that came from that knockoff Pelican case. So that's the top piece. So I just use that just to basically separate the two halves. And my phone will stick here, and when I'm riding along, if I want to put a little snack or something in there, I'll put a snack in there. So we take that out, and we take a look, and inside what we have is this cable that I used to plug it to the bike is massive. I have to find a smaller one, but we have all the additional cable hanging in there, and we would go. Oh, I should mention that's what really handy too. When I stop at a cabin or a hotel or something, I just take this bag and plug this USB into their USB chargers. Boop, and away you go. And the bag's charging when it's not even on the bike. So it just stays just like that. So this cable does the same, runs through the cable outlet to the bike. And then in here I have the little tiny GoPro tripod handheld selfie thingamajigger. And then what I did is I took all of the padding that's inside this Pelican case box, took all that out because it was already cut exactly to the shapes I needed for the drone. This is the DJI Mini 1, and yeah, it's outdated and everything. I've got to get the Mini 3. We're saving up for that. That's my patron funds will go directly to that. Thank you guys. We're about 100th of the way. We'll get there one day. Anyways, I digress. So we have the foam padding here. You see it holds the batteries in nice. I cut a slot out for the GoPro batteries, and then this power cable comes down and basically feeds. I can't know if you guys can see that or not. There. So what I did is I put a multi-port USB hub in here, and that plugs into that, and then this hub then distributes the power to everything else. So the charger's in here. There's a little slot back here for extra cables. The drone is in here. So now when I'm riding, although I don't do it often enough and I need to do it a lot more, I just pop the lid and I can just reach in here and pull the drone out and start flying. The drone just pops right out. So that works pretty good. Pretty nice and pretty simple. And all of this, well, it'll come right out if I want it to. Just comes out whoo, nice and easy. And slides back in sort of nice and easy, or ish. Oh, just put all that back in. But basically it was combining the great giant loop Fandango bag, which is an awesome bag, and the gizzards of the knockoff Pelican case, and I made myself a nice charging station for all of my devices, so everything is charging while I'm riding, and I still have room for a little bit of extra stuff. I used to do all this in the Diablo, and the Diablo was a little bit narrower, and I was able to get everything in there just a little bit more, obviously tighter. Not enough room for a couple of bars if I wanted to put a couple of bars in there, but there's definitely enough room in here once everything's in here. I can get like a little juice box in there too if I wanted to, things like that. So anyways, I'll deal with all that later. I'll put all that back together. That's it. That's the that's my power station. Hope this was helpful for those of you that have asked to see a closer look at it. If you have any comments, questions, or anything else like that, comment down below, and I'll answer those for you. And with that being said, I guess that's it for today. Thanks a lot for being here. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, do all the things. And until next time, let's get out there and ride. Oh, coffee. Good looking mug, eh? Get all that back in there. Like that, like that. And it's all back together. Oh, I forgot to mention, jeepers, the voltmeter. The reason why the voltmeter's on the bike is so that I can see exactly how much amperage my stator's putting out. Oh well, maybe I'll put that in the afters.